I welcome you once again to the Fact Show with Darling D on Darling TV. Today we are going to talk about BAWKU crisis and what Ghanaians need to know. In the past couple of months, the beautiful Upper East town of BAWKU has been in the news for bad reasons. Once again, violence conflict erupted between Kusasis and Mamprosis. There was a fierce gun battle resulting in the loss of several lives. The security services had to be deployed at a huge cost to the state. Resources that could have been used for the development of the area have had to be redeployed for maintaining peace and order. Well-meaning Ghanaians across the country have expressed legitimate concerns about the situation. Given the legitimate public concerns about the situation in BAWKU, it is important to let the people of Ghana know some basic facts about the issues. Such basic facts will help the people of Ghana understand that the conflict in BAWKU has been the result of criminal acts by some recalcitrant persons in the area and not a dispute over chieftaincy. This is because there cannot be a dispute over a chieftaincy position that is not in dispute. And I wish to aid all Ghanaians, especially those who are not familiar with BAWKU and the crisis, to have a better insight of it. It is important to start with the basic information about the local, traditional, and geopolitics of BAWKU. BAWKU is the capital of the Kosak traditional area. The Kosak traditional area spans 6 political districts and 6 constituencies. The constituencies are Zebila constituency, Binduri constituency, BAWKU Central constituency, Pusiga constituency, Garu constituency, and then Timpani constituency. All the 6 districts and constituencies that make up the Kosak traditional area are populated predominantly by the indigenous Kusasi people. Indeed, the Kusasis constitute the biggest single ethnic group in the whole of the Upper East region. People have argued that per their share size, it is not surprising that all the 3 ministers from the Upper East region in the current government, the regional minister, Honorable Stephen Yakubu, Deputy Works and Housing Minister, Honorable Abanga Abdullahi, and Deputy Information Minister, Honorable Fati Abubakar, are all Kusasis. The dominance of the Kusasis in all the 6 districts and constituencies that make up the Kosak traditional area is also clearly evidenced by the following 3 undisputable facts. 1. Kosa, the language of the Kusasis, is the dominant and main language spoken in all the 6 districts and constituencies. 2. Due to their large population and dominance of the area, persons elected as members of parliament from 6 constituencies are often Kusasis or persons with strong links or bonding with the Kusasis. The current parliament, for example, has the following. Zebila constituency is Honorable Cletus Avoka, a Kusasi. Binduri constituency is Honorable Abanga Abdullahi, a Kusasi. BAWKU Central constituency is Honorable Mahama Ayaruga, a Kusasi. Garu constituency is Honorable Albert Alazoga, a Kusasi. Timpani constituency is Honorable Lydia Adakodogo, a Bunsa who became the NDC's parliamentary candidate for the 2020 elections following the sudden death of her Kusasi husband, Honorable David Adakodogo. In his loving memory. Pusiga constituency, Honorable Ladi Ayamba Eyanga, whose husband is a Kusasi. The chiefs in all the district capitals, which is Zebila, Binduri, Pusiga, Garu, Timpani, and all sub-chiefs in all communities in these districts are Kusasis. Despite all these, a small group of Mamprosi settlers in BAWKU, the capital of the Kosak traditional area, have for decades been fighting that the chief of BAWKU, who doubles as the overlord and king of all the Kusasis, has to be a Mamprosi. They contend that such a Mamprosi chief of BAWKU will have to be ensconced by the Nairi, the overlord of the Mamprosis, who is based in Nalerugu in the northeast region. In other words, the contention of the settler Mamprosis in BAWKU is that Kusasis cannot or should not have their own king or overlord, who is a Kusasi. For them, a Mamprosi man has to be the king of the Kusasis. The basis of the claims of the Mamprosi settlers in BAWKU is that in the colonial days, they had a centralized form of chieftaincy and were brought to BAWKU to become chiefs over the Kosasis in order to represent the colonial masters. Based on this, they argue that they have a history and legacy of being the chiefs over the Kosasis, which must continue. They further contend that those days, successive Mamprose chiefs in BAWKU were all enskined by the Nairi in Nalerigu, and so they are entitled to the BAWKU skin even after the end of colonial rule. You just watch the fact show with Darling D on Darling TV, and this is the end of one. What you need to know about the conflict. We'll be back next time with the part 2, which is the Kosasis claim, the facts, and the burning questions. Have a nice time. Enjoy yourself.